Ladies and gents, welcome back to day 3 of the Red Dragon Prestige High Roller. 12 players remaining. Approaching the final table, playing for a pretty healthy chunk of change. It was 276 million Korean won up top. Guys, we have a huge day ahead. My name is Corey Van Jay. I'll be joined shortly by Liam Murray, and in a little while after that, Dean Cox will also be joining us in the booth. So far, guys, our players have already secured themselves a payday of just shy of 18 million Korean won. Works out to be around about 12,000 USD. Well, the eyes will certainly be on the prize at this point in the game. Just 12 remaining. These guys are going to start thinking about that first place prize. 276.5 million won. About 188,000 US dollars. also equivalent to about 147,000 Swiss franc, in case you guys are curious about that.
Corey, can you hear me?
I certainly can, Liam. Welcome to the booth.
Thank you, mate. My
Just
my
in time
son,
for a little bit of action.
beautiful. My son has just woken up, so we're going to see if we can hear him in the faint background. There's not much I can do about it, but that was the reason for my delay, mate. Very exciting day coming up. One of our very good friends, Mr. Bert Perry, is on the outer table, and from all reports, an absolute pile of chips for Bert. So, fingers crossed we can see him make the final table, and we'll get the opportunity to watch him weave his magic. But, Corey, that man in the orange hat there, from all reports, over 5 million on Hendon. So he last year, I believe, won a bracelet at the World Series of Poker in Las Vegas. Good for about 2.5 million USD from what I was told earlier.
Yeah, it's pretty monstrous. So he's certainly someone that's been in spots like this and even much bigger than this before. So I feel pretty comfortable approaching this final table. So it's funny that it's easy to keep composure.
You and I have spoken about this before, but experience and repetition really does make the difference in these moments. Not getting overawed by the spot, not getting overawed by the decision or the money in play. Of course, we always need to be respectful of ICM. However, there are plenty of times where if this was maybe your first opportunity at this kind of prize pool, you may be a little overawed by the moment.
Yeah, there's certainly a difference between making ICM adjustments and playing scared money. The pay jumps are huge. The dollar amounts are really significant. But at the end of the day, we just want to be doing our best to make the best decisions in the moment. Regardless of how many zeros are on the end of that payout, we just need to be playing our best poker.
There's a really fine line between respecting them and being scared of them, right? So,
for sure.
And to be honest, this is probably a field that will not be too scared. Almost everyone here is a very experienced player. So I won't be surprised to see some more traditional decision making.
Yeah, certainly quite a bit of experience spread out throughout the field at this point. 158 players entered this thing, and we have 12 crushers remaining, vying for that title. It's called the Red Dragon Prestige High Roller, and there'd certainly be a bit of prestige in topping a field like this. Move in that direction. Line. It's going to be a heads-up pot. We are only six-handed at this table. It's not exactly a traditional under the gun, but with the ICM implications involved, up against another pretty healthy stack, Renji Mouse 2.5 million to start the hand. We are going to have to proceed cautiously, but Martin will start with the call. 550,000 in the middle. Not a bad flop for the King Jack here, Liam.
No, there are very few reasons for him to not be leading this flop, I wouldn't think. A lot of his opening range is going to connect pretty heavily with this board in particular. So I imagine our big blind is just going to get out of the way. you got to think that ace queen, ace 10, queen jack, king queen, all of those kind of combinations of hands are going to be opening from early position six-handed. So it's a really safe flop for him to be betting. Corey, I've just had a look. Through the rest of the field. You and I, we weren't wrong. It is an extremely experienced last 12. From the online world and also the live world, you might be familiar with Christian Harder. Have you heard that name before?
I certainly have, yes.
Charter 30, a professional poker player and one of the most consistent long-term winning pros in poker history. So you and I are in for an absolute treat. I don't think we'll be seeing too many 35 big blind 3-bet jams from this crew. I think most people will be pretty strategically sound. Of course, referring to some of the other tournaments we've been commentating on this week.
Oh, we have seen some chaos these last few days, Liam.
We have seen some chaos.
We had a 6-way all-in the other day.
Yeah.
The two best hands were pocket fives and ace 9.
Yeah, and 9-7 suited flicked it in.
Yep.
I remember that.
I mean, why not? A couple of real hands here, blind versus blind. This could be a bit of a confrontation. Starting around 30 big blinds effective, just shy of. King Jack's going to raise it up from the small blind. Ace Queen in the big. Certainly going to be strong enough to put in the 3-bet. ICM considerations are starting to become a factor at this point in the tournament, but our Ace Queen here is just very strong. King Jack off, not an unreasonable hand to go ahead and make the 4-bet jam here. In a blind versus blind confrontation like this, your opponent doesn't have to be anywhere near as strong as this Ace Queen to make this 3-bet. They could be potentially 3-betting some slightly weaker hands for value. There's plenty of hands that they could be throwing in a bluff 3-bet with here. King Jack's got good removal to the value hands. It's got good equity when called. We're going to end up getting called by things like 9s, 8s, and flipping a lot. Get called by some ace 10 sometimes. Obviously, against ace queen, we're normally doing okay. Looks like a few of the kings and jacks have hit the muck already, which is why it's only 26% for Martin to actually win this hand at Showdown. We are going to be out of position if we decide to make the call here, which is why I lean to maybe playing this hand as a 4-bet jam. Blind versus blind is just such an aggressive part of the game. And wow, we're going to see a huge fold here. Getting away from King Jack blind versus blind sub 30 is mighty impressive.
Big respect lay down there. Big respect?
Big respect lay down, he says. And yeah, I can confirm. Liam, I did not expect him to be getting away from that one.
Maybe too big respect.
Absolutely monstrous fold.
I'll check later.
What? You call jacks?
No, of course not.
Ace 10?
No, not that big.
Not that respect, right?
What a Broadway.
Such a nit.
Sis Young in the hijack now with the ace king has opened it up.
An annoying Broadway that...
Going to make it around to the blinds. Ace 3 suited for Renji Mao here. It's up against one of the biggest stacks at the table. Does he want to get involved from the small blind here?
10。
Reggie going to get after it here. His timing is unfortunate. He has run into the top of Sis Young's range.
No 投机 no 投机 my friend. He forgot. Oh, okay. 投机。猫头鹰不怪。
No Toji, he says.
哇，
All of it.
Can confirm. Ace King.
No 投机
Certainly happy to run this one.
差点忘记没有台分，再过8秒你也赢。
All right, Baby Dragon plus day 2. Your blinds are now going up. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Once again, Baby Dragon plus day 2. 10, 10, 10.
I'm going to get after it here with the King Queen, 3-betting to 475. He does have his opponent dominated. Renji may have some other ideas here. The Ace-10 suited contemplates maybe coming in for the cold 4, but eventually does lay it down. Martin going to take that one down. 3-bet gets through. So we make a massive fold blind versus blind just a moment ago with the King Jack offsuit. Opened and found the fold facing a 3-bet against Renji's Ace Queen this time. Makes the right move at the right time and he gets that one through, picks those chips back up. Martin going to get after it once again here. King Jack of spades, and it looks like he's going to be picking up another pot pre-flop. That will take him up to 3.4 million. Martin's foot not leaving the gas pedal. King 6 suited from under the gun here. Gang with inferior hearts, but much more connectivity here, is going to get involved, and it doesn't look like he's going to do it by calling. Super aggressive table here. You can see the experience. You can see the lack of fear in our feature table players today. As me and Liam mentioned before, there is a lot of experience left in this field. Dan going to pick up that pot there, courtesy of the 3-bet bluff. Blind versus blind pot brewing here. Win out ahead with the pair of tens. Has the backdoor diamond draw as well. Martin with just the jack high and not much going for him here. He's going to take a stab. He does have two completely different backdoor draws. Can go running cards to make Broadway. He can go running cards to make a wheel. Going to need a lot of help to achieve either of those. And this 10 is going to completely dash any hopes of him winning this hand. Not only is this straight draws not materialized, he is now up against the trip 10s. And they are never going to be folding blind versus blind. Win stays composed, checks it over once again. only way that he could squeeze any value out of this hand is to induce a bluff from his opponent. Four of clubs on the river. Martin probably has a pretty good idea he's up against something that can call. Not impossible for Wynn to be limping with an ace. Obviously makes lots of sense for him to limp and check call a 10. Only a select number of deuces would even bother limping. A little bit less likely that he is holding one of those. We're not going to give his opponent a chance to check back. Block bet size on the river, perhaps even with ideas of trying to induce a raise. Not sure how often we're going to see that after the turn check back, but this size can also try and get us crying calls from things like king highs, maybe even sometimes weaker. Against just jack high, not much to do, and we'll take that pot down. Very healthy stacks here on our feature table. All 6 of our players sitting above the 20 big blind mark at this 50k, 100k level. Still 12 remaining. Is going to pick up another hand here. The sexy boy's on the button. Look to continue that upward trajectory of his stack. Ace-9 off in the small blind for Martin. Starts the hand just 27 big blinds effective, and with the ace-9, he feels that versus button open, he's strong enough to put in the 3-bet. But I don't think he's going to feel strong enough to call when this 4-bet jam comes through. When with a beautiful hand to request that all-in triangle. Unannounced. Unfortunate timing for Martin. I don't think he will be calling this. He'll have to be giving his opponent a lot of credit for getting out of line. Oh, Liam, are you back?
Can you hear me, Corey?
I can. I heard the clickety-clack. It's just dialed back in.
What is
We missed
going
you.
on, mate? I missed so much exciting poker. I've been watching it here, just
Oh,
trying to say lots of stuff.
I'm just glad you're back.
You and me both. Semi buff's not working today.
Yeah.
All right, Corey, leave it to me for this one. You've had a couple of
You got it. Take it away.
Songju opens the early position, King Jack off of 20 blinds. Reggie Mao just going to bin the ace-5 off. I can see you with the haircut and the big... Excuse me, guys. We had a slight streaming issue just there.
That was weird.
Certainly was. I missed all of the. I've missed all of this hand, so I don't really have too much comment. But the 7 of clubs on board is going to be enough for Peng to win the hand if he does hang around. That ace on the river does favour Songju.
How did this happen?
I can only imagine it went raise 3-bet call pre-flop. Or check c-bet raise call on the flop, maybe.
Or maybe just a big c-bet.
Yeah,
Like a
maybe.
really big c-bet. 650k on the river from the King Jack here. Getting a little bit of a blender situation.
Super polar. He's either got it or he doesn't. Not much in between with this size. Does let it go. Nice hand from Songju. Corey, I have another request for our friend Mr. Bromley. I want one of those orange hats.
If he can round up a bunch of those, as well as those bounty dragon tokens.
No, they're special. They're just for you and I.
Okay, yeah,
But
spectacular.
the hats,
I mean, I'm gonna,
the hats,
I'm gonna be
we
wrong.
can start our own. We could start our OBC, Orange Bucket Crew,
Oh yeah,
and
Yeah.
you and I could
No one
potentially
will ever see it coming.
dominate the 300 to 500 buy-in for 12 months in a row.
yes, I think we should do it.
I am, of course, referring to the young crew from Sydney, the Yellow Bucket gang, who are absolutely dominating this small stakes tournaments in Australia at the moment.
I've seen an unreasonable amount of yellow bucket hats floating around poker rooms and making final table photos. Does not
Yeah.
seem fair. There must be 100 of these guys.
I don't know if there's 100. I think it's a blood in, blood out kind of mentality. Once you're in, you're in. Corey, we've got a hand developing.
Yeah, we certainly do.
Have
Renji with the ace queen here
Koi-
has the really interesting decision.
Koi win the win. Opens King Jack from the hijack. Martin Nielsen in the cutoff 3 bets and gets to the button. Renji Mao. 21 big blinds going to send the troops off to battle. And we'll see Martin quickly call. Tough spot for Renji. You can definitely get behind the decision. However,
Chop, chop.
for him, he's going to need to find one of 3 queens. There's been a couple of kings folded, so that's not a great
It's difficult
thing
to chop.
for Martin. But he now needs to fade a 9 or a king.
这不好，
Ace king is going to
Yeah.
make the straight. So
That
with
queen
that,
is too little,
Jack
too late for
10.
Renji.
你多你多。
Yes, Jack 10 flop. It does remove the queens, but it gives him, with the 8 on the turn, an up and down essentially. So, unfortunate for Renji, but I think this might be the end of him. I have a feeling Martin may have covered him.
Huh? Wait, I think it's
肯
wrong.
定是点错，
点错了，点错了。
It's 2,075,000. This is not 2 million.
肯定是点错。
To cover.
少点了50万。
Three, that's two something.
That's right.
剩个5万，
Yeah.
剩个2万5，
In the chair.
我们两个差不多。
As they say,
Never
one chip,
give
one
up.
chair. Never give up.
Wrong timing everything. Wrong timing everything.
看到没有？一重做好，一重做。
It should have been you here. I won kings versus aces. Yeah.
Corey, just down to 11 now. So once we hit 10, we'll be hand for hand, as is traditionally the case. I can't think that is too far away,
Yeah, well, Renji's
especially with our
in
friend
the big
Renji
queen.
with just one chip.
If he wins here, it's going to be an undeck tuple up, Liam. You ever seen anyone do that before?
No, but I don't even know what that word is. So can you break it down for me?
basically, there's a whole lot of syllables. Oh, and we've got more chips going into the middle here. I don't even know what syllables make the right word now. He's going to multiply his stack by a lot if he can hit a king or a
No
queen.
future.
min pot 20万，刚好20万。
No，哦耶，
对，
也明
四个那个25000加一个安体。
There's a king in the window. But it's not going to be any good without some more help. The pocket sevens find their set on the flop.
起来，
Xixiang is looking to score an elimination and get these guys down to 10-handed.
No future.
no.
No future.
Win could be in a little bit of trouble here, to be honest. He's up against the set, and he has got the top pair, good kicker. But this bet of 500,000 is pretty big.
Corey, I had my microphone on mute.
Oh, no.
I was
Oh,
like,
no.
why are you ignoring me? They were funny.
bye bye.
At least you got a ladder.
No.
Yeah, when
Oh yeah.
12 was less.
Yeah, it was 12 long time ago. Very good. Both of them have missed flush draw.
王老师还能赢什么？一家
1.7 million in the middle
勾
here.
圈方面，一家勾圈草花。
Win's top pair is most certainly no good.
的要求还有
And you gotta think, after a 500,000 chip bet on the turn, and what looks to be a pretty sizable bet coming through here on the river, you've got to know that Xixiang means business.
Does he beat enough missed draws, Corey? Queen Jack, Ace Queen, clubs, diamonds.
I don't think so. I don't
No.
think so.
Especially
This
holding
is
the
a
Jack,
huge
right?
bet. Yeah, and also
Sorry.
considering there was like 5 people that saw the flop.
Yeah.
Do you really think Xixiang's just taken a gut shot, blasted the turn for nearly pot into 5 people, and then
像个77
almost potted the river?
7的，
Yeah, apparently so.
哇，全中 K 了。
哎呀，
He does get
Win seems
called.
to think it's possible, yeah.
哎呀，像
The other thing is, Renchi is all in, right? With one player on the
Yeah.
bubble, so the incentive to bluff there is pretty low.
Yeah, yeah. His stack was, I mean, obviously extremely small going into the hand, so there's still enough of a pot that it's worth making some moves and having some bluffs, but at the end of the day, the main pot is locked. And yeah, with so many people in the hand, being almost at the final table, yeah, look, I don't think he's going to be messing around often enough for us to pay off 1.4 million with
给你
just the top pair on the river.
还能赢勾圈，草花过勾圈那个什么，你打出去还
人家听不懂中文。
啊，他听不懂啊。 要么就是不是给你助攻了一下？
没有，人家听不懂。
没给你助攻一下，这才能靠得动吗？
你还真说话，我都没听见，我都全是专注力的。
对啊，你打一注，我说这还能赢个勾圈草花跟勾圈方片吗？
啥都别说了 ，tips。
谢老板。
这加速太慢，这个机器加速拉满。
If I shake the table, I can make you go all in.
Okay, you good, you good. I fold that.
这是同步了吧？时间都停了。
没有同步，
哎呀，
真的同步吗？
同步了，时间不停了吗？就下一个人不是那个？
哦，FT 的泡沫也同步。OK， 免到那要拖时间。
Corey, last night we did hear about the upcoming series in Jeju in July. Can I twist your arm to potentially consider
你那版什么牌？反正一会儿有
a Red Dragon Poker Tour journey for you as well?
我就想打你的，我就想反打回去。
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I couldn't, Liam.
Oh no.
Damn. Okay. All right. Fine. I'll do
我
it.
零打，我应该反打回来。
Liam, please, no. I don't want to come and play poker in a beautiful location, in a great holiday destination.
给我50万，
It sounds awful.
多一个，
No,
不能这么小气。
Dean Cox, we had Travis Endersby in the
you all have very similar.
Twitch chat,
Same brand.
and we've twisted Trav's arm as well.
Same brand.
And you. Nice.
Looks like there might be an even larger Aussie contingent at the next one.
Okay.
We're pretty well represented this time around, but yeah, I think we might have to round up the crew
你看你们
and head on over.
都对答不上了吧？
We'll see you all in Jeju in a couple of months.
三个人，
太严重了。
Well, I'm a little bit scared to use mine because the mirror, you know.
Oh yeah.
If I look too closely,
I look
maybe
at
you
be
can see
careful.
my card.
Yeah, okay. 跟昨天他的一个反光的。
Corey, regardless of which way
不小心又学
this
英语，太厉害了，感觉
next elimination happens, we're going to have an extremely talented final table.
Yeah, I am absolutely thrilled to be covering this one. This should be some really good poker. I mean, even just the poker that we've seen throughout the first couple of days. I mean, admittedly, there has been some utter nonsense scattered in there, but
Some
there's
wild,
been some
wild stuff.
Oh, yeah, there has. But there's also been some extremely high-level stuff going on. Some absolutely mind-blowing hands. The stuff that you only get to watch when you're watching the best play the best. And we've been lucky enough to witness some of those hands play out over the last couple of days. And with however this plays out, we are going to have a star-studded final table, and I think we're going to have a lot more juicy poker in store.
Some of those first events that we saw, it was we were scratching our heads a little bit, but
Yeah, we were.
Ace Queen plays 10-4. The big blind 10-4 will defend to a flop of Jack 5. Both players having the same flush draw, but those are now irrelevant. Jack 5 will certainly favour the... Who will this favour, blind best blind, Corey?
This was probably pretty even, to be honest. The fact that it's a paired board is probably going to help out whoever is the opener, just because pocket pairs are going to be a much stronger part of the range than on other more connected, more dynamic boards. But yeah, the jack itself is probably going to be, I imagine, pretty evenly spread across the two of them. That little tennis ball mascot is pretty cool.
You can't have it.
I'll make do with one of the orange bucket hats.
Or the dragon.
The dragon will certainly have me feeling a little more content. An ace and a weak kicker for both players in this hand. Win is playing the suited version of the ace-4. The song with the slightly stronger kicker. Pretty good chance that this one gets chopped up if they were to play the hand out. But Songshu's going to just elect to not defend the big blind. This is... My mind is actually utterly blown here, Liam. The last 2 days, I have seen people defend the big blind far more valiantly than the big blind deserves to be defended. I've seen them getting in there for any and all reasons with any and all holdings.
We've seen a couple of defense with like 10-4 offsuit.
Yeah, I think we saw a 6-deuce off defend at one point. I've been seeing people defending junk multi-way. I've been seeing in a spot where they really just could not justify defending the random weak offsuit king, and they decided, why don't I just put in the squeeze against all of these early position openers? I've seen these guys absolutely scrapping over their big blind. But here we're going to see an ace not even take a flop.
But not the ace-5.
Yeah.
The ace-5 in the bin.
Dealers and high roll, you may deal your next hand. Also a reminder, if there is an all-in and a call at your table, ensure the cards remain face down until action has completed at the outer table.
I believe we must be hand for hand, Corey.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Overheard Jordan's announcement to the remaining two tables. Both tables 5-handed, so action will likely continue to be pretty fast and furious. These guys are pretty deep on this table. How do we have an elimination from here?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take
It's got to be a cooler somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not inviting a cooler, but you know.
pressure on and go for a 15-minute break. 新郎杯 Day 2 15分钟休息时间，我们将移除一切的计分牌。Chip raise for the 1,000 value chips.
好了，结束了，还没打起来。
什么结束？
FP 的嘛，9人了可以。
你怎么知道？
猜的呀，有围观就有机会战斗。打了1个小时。
Looks to be a pretty big pot on this outer table. It's a bet of about 800,000 or so. On the river, can't make out the cards unfortunately, but
See, time bank card utilized.
Deals in the high roll, you may deal one more hand. Also, if you want to
trophy
start
是没发生。
tournament, please exit the tournament area.
在我入 T 区的时候，应该就9个人。
Sexy boys for Martin here.
Jack and John
Start hand 5 million.
or Johan and Jonathan. Hey, get it? King Queen suited from the button. Corey, do you like a call or a raise? Look at his call. Tell me
kind of
what you
like both. Oh boy!
Lord, Corey.
There was only 5 people dealt into this hand. How
Hashtag
does this
highlight.
happen? Wow,
Given
Martin
the
is in
moment-
big trouble here.
Given the moment, Corey, what do we think? We think something like, yeah, I like big. Is that 1.2-ish?
So, the important thing is that we don't make it a raise of more than $1 million. Yeah, so 1.1. So this is great. 900k more. What is going on here?
Yeah. Corey,
This is
I think
4
I actually
five
think
hands.
this might be the hand that gets us to final table. This one here. You and I had
I mean, yeah. Look,
Wow,
the
discipline
Knights are gonna get
fold.
out of the way. I don't
They
think
win.
the Jacks are ever getting
I
the
don't
ball.
think. These guys are 50 effective. Like,
Yeah, this is super deep. This might actually just get played as a call, honestly. Which is why it's so important to not make this 3-bet more than a 1 million chip raise. Because you want the rare occasion where Martin flaps and Song puts the rest of the chips in. You don't want the action to be closed. You want to be able to jam over the top of that. So this 1.1 million chip raise seems like about the perfect size. We do see the call from Martin. And this King-Queen suited This is a hand you'd love to
Shrivels
take a
up,
flop.
doesn't it?
Price is pretty good. You are in position, but we're on a final table bubble, and at this point, you've got to have a pretty good idea that at least one of these guys has a real deal hand, if not both of them. There's a really important flop about to be dealt, Liam.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
okay.
9 high. It's 9 high. There's a couple of 9s in the muck already. But more
Corey.
importantly, the jacks are looking pretty good. From Martin's perspective, at least.
Yes, I was just about to say, if you're Martin, you can't be too concerned about this. This is kind of the flop that he was looking for, right? Just by flatting pre.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, does he... he kind of has to jam, right?
I mean, look, if we're calling pre to let our opponent blast off, then there's certainly argument to be made about continuing to execute that plan. And the other thing we have to remember, we talked a little bit about it, I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the day before. I think we touched on it yesterday, but when you have a spot where you've got a chip leader who's incentivized to push you around, play really aggressively and threaten your stack, it's important that sometimes when you're entering into parts of the game tree where they're going to be doing that a lot, that we have a few more traps in there, a few more like bluff catches that play it slow so that we can have our ranges protected against those lines. We want to be able to get into these spots where they're doing lots of bluffing and lots of bullying and be a little bit stronger on average than we otherwise would so that we can fight back effectively. This might be an example of when we need to keep our calling range protected with some strong overpairs so that we can continue to call down on the later streets with more than just absolute monsters. But in saying that, the jacks are looking a little bit vulnerable on this flop. A lot of turn cards you don't want to see, and Martin's going to just take the route of protecting his equity and putting in the jam here. I think I would much prefer...
He gets
to
snapped
see it
off
all.
too.
And yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen when you shove here. If you're up against those big pairs that you're worried about, you are going to get it in against them.
Yeah. Yep. The frustrating thing for Martin, I imagine, is that he could have called this flop, and if he still faces significant aggression on the turn and river, he could potentially even get away from it. But by jamming, unfortunately, you're jamming into a somewhat uncapped range, and Queens is certainly part of that uncapped range.
Jeju power! Jeju! No. I love Jeju!
Martin in great, a great, great sport in the moment. That is a gigantic pot. 50 odd bigs
that's a pretty
each.
nasty one.
That's going to be our final table, guys. What that will mean for you, myself, and Corey is we will all be having a slight break before our final table. We'll find out very shortly how much that will
looks like
be.
it's going to be around
Corey,
a 40-minute break. Yeah, so we'll be a little while.
Corey,
but-
you go and have a rest. I'm going to grab Dean in for the next session, and
Amazing.
we'll see you later on tonight.
Sounds fun. See you then. Enjoy the FT.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in about 40 minutes, I believe.
Excitement. Will the next one live up to it? Bert, 7-6 suited, under the gun 1. Looks like he clicks it to 5.5. Fairly standard. We get a flat here from Shao Shuai. And looks like Jun Kwang is going to get a little spicy here with the 650 just flatting on the button. However, Song has the Jack in the big blind, and I very much expect a 3-bet here. 3-bets to 32.5. About 6x, which is fairly reasonable in this situation.
I would agree with that.
Considering
Yeah, considering the amount of flats and also how deep everyone is. So, you know, the deeper we are, the generally, the larger our 3-bets can be. It looks like Ace 10-0 might even be calling.
I think, yeah, Xiao Shuai is definitely looking at flatting. So flatted Perry in Under the Gun 2, and then flats this, and it doesn't look like 650 wants to go anywhere from June.
He does. He's going to
no,
get
he
out of
does.
the way.
He does.
Yeah.
He thought about it. So Sung in the Triton hoodie versus Xiao Shuai.
Oh, and there it is. It doesn't matter what you do, Dean. It always comes. But the interesting
Sometimes,
thing
mate.
about this, Ace 10-0, you can't be feeling too good. I mean, all of the
What do you call
Ace Jack, Ace Queen. Yeah, no, as in like when he starts leading this flop, like you're suddenly playing a 40 big blind pot with Ace 10. Like it's going to be very interesting to see how this one progresses.
I agree, but if you're going to call pre-flop in this spot with Ace 10, this has got to be almost as good a flop as you can hope for without absolutely flopping 2-pair.
Yeah, I just mean that you're probably going to you're going to struggle to sustain too much pressure on the turn and river, and I mean this is a turn card that I don't know, like what are we doing? We're betting 80,000 now.
Is Sung trying to now turn his hand into a bluff?
Oh, 28,
Or is he-
sorry. I thought it was 80.
So is he? I'm not sure what Sung's trying to get from it now. Is he trying to just eke value out of a very small pair?
No, I think he's just continuing a bluff that the turn size
wasn't bluffing,
just
he was-
really. Yeah, but the turn size just doesn't achieve anything, and Ace isn't folding to 28,000. So, I'm very confused.
All right, what does Sung do now?
I can only assume that he
Gives up?
has to. Surely we can't see any more go in the pot as Jack's here.
And he has checked. And
Yeah.
now, does Xiao Shuai go for value?
I mean, we saw this yesterday. Like any bet, he's going to open the door to get check raised, and he won't be able to call. So I would have much preferred a check back. Yesterday we saw some extremely cool bluffs. I just think Jack's probably just have to let it go here.
Yeah, but what does... I mean, you can't really put him on Ace 10 here, but if he does check jam, I mean, Xiao Shuai can't really do too much. But I'm pretty sure he's just...
I can't see a check jam coming. I mean,
No, I can't
considering
either.
the hands,
Just a
Dean,
call.
he has raised.
He has raised. Mate, you know nothing,
mate,
hey,
all
man.
right.
Absolutely
Yeah, I know.
nothing.
I know nothing. What is going on? Are we playing reverse poker?
To 250.
You and I? That is gangster. He has absolutely put him in.
And especially when he holds the Jack of Hearts as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
don't
like-
worry about that, Dean. You and I are the only ones watching this hand that are considering those cards. Us and maybe Bert.
Maybe Bert. Oh, look at that ring that's on Bert's finger. Just in the corner of the screen.
Yeah, it's very cool. Oh, there's no way he can call, surely.
What do you... I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to say he's going to call because Liam said that he wasn't. He might even move all in and try and bluff him off a better hand.
Dean, I'll have you know, he's covered by this river bet by Song Yu.
Oh, he is too. Well played. So it might be more all in, but it will just be a call.